Okay guys, so let us discuss about this topic today. Is immortality actually possible? Is it possible for one to achieve immortality in a lifetime, especially in today's world? Well, let's see. See, I'm on a quest. I've decided to dedicate my whole life to seek if immortality is actually possible. And this is what I've been able to find along my journey so far. The universe is constantly trying its best to expand its consciousness. Everything in this universe, starting from the level of an atom, is trying to reach its highest potential. Imagine a plant or a seed. When it sprouts, its aim is to become its highest potential, right? A tree wants to become a full-fledged tree. An animal wants to become a full-fledged animal. So goes a human being as well. A human being wants to achieve its highest potential, right? To become a full-fledged human being. So is everything in this universe. Wants to become and reach its highest potential. So, what can we understand from this? What we understand from this is that there is a matrix that holds every form of life in a certain manner, that when it reaches its highest potential, or when it starts believing that it reached its highest potential and it no longer has anything more to give, it starts killing itself because it no longer has a purpose in this world. So that is one of the reasons why it starts decaying when it reaches its highest potential. So that is why, in order to keep going forward, you need to have a purpose in life, right? Now, let us think about ourselves as a part of the universe, because we are a universe within ourselves, aren't we? We breathe. We are made up of 5 elements, and we exist. We don't know what life is, and we constantly evolve, and we go forward, and we always think about becoming our best version. We always want to have more and more, and we always aspire, right? Why is that so? Because we are a universe. We are a part of the universe, which means we are universe itself, trying our best to constantly evolve and become our greatest version of ourselves. So, this is what's happening. When we reach our greatest potential, we don't have a purpose anymore. We start believing that we have reached our highest potential, and we no longer have anything more to give, and we try to settle down. That is one of the biggest miseries that can happen to a human being. We try and settle down in the hopes that we can have a smooth, relaxed, and let's say comfort zone in which nobody's gonna ever come and disturb us. No, that's never gonna happen in this world, especially in today's world, where everything is trying to survive and is in a constant battle to try and survive. Of course, the nature doesn't work that way. The nature wants everything powerful to survive, because you see, justice is only served to the strongest, right? You see what's happening in the wildlife, in the forest. Only the strong ones are allowed to live. The other ones are just eradicated. So goes everything in life. So justice is only for the powerful. So you have to actually see to it that you are powerful enough to survive in this world. Otherwise, nature is just going to recycle you. Nature doesn't care. You see, the universe wants to evolve its consciousness. That means You can only exist in this plane if you're constantly trying to evolve yourself with a solid purpose in life. So long as you have a purpose in life with which you can keep evolving yourself and try and reach greater potentials, you are definitely going to stay and live longer. That is the spiritual point of view. Now, scientifically speaking, is it actually practical? Let's see. Science has not yet discovered fully about what are the potentials and capabilities of energy itself. At least they have started with that quantum entanglement. So when it comes to a scientific point of view, you see, your cells are made of what? Your cells are energized by mitochondrions, right? They're the power cells of like every single cell in your body. So there are ways in which you can charge up your mitochondrions. The reason why a cell dies out is because your cell no longer has enough mitochondrions to give it the power supply. So what is giving mitochondrions the requirements to keep powering up a cell? There are ways in which you can charge up your mitochondrions. You see, you need grounding to have about enough electrons so that your body and your mitochondrions store enough electrons like a power cell, because every single cell needs electrons and protons, right? And where do you get protons from? Protons come from the atmosphere. There are free-flowing protons everywhere. You can absorb that from sunlight even. So when you have adequate amount of protons and electrons, your mitochondrions can work like a battery that recharges your cells and they stay alive. So when you are dehydrated, your mitochondrions no longer have about enough electrons and protons to absorb, and so they simply pop off, causing the death of a cell. So what's causing cell death? Probably dehydration, right? Everything that's causing dehydration promotes cell death, especially blue lights, radiation, ultraviolet radiation. All these are promoting cell death. So if you actually practice certain life hacks to actually not kill your powerhouses of a cell, which are mitochondrions, there are ways in which you can actually cultivate energy so that your cells don't lose that mitochondrion count. And that could possibly be a hack to stay alive, to not age, or maybe even reverse age. Why are people not talking about it, man? Come on. Because they have submitted to death. They have already agreed, and they have already put in their minds that you are someday going to die, because that's what their history is. History of mankind, they've already generalized that this is just the lifespan of a normal human being, and this is what's gonna happen after this age, or after a certain age I'm gonna start losing losing my health and everything. So they have already put in their mind, they've submitted to that. That shouldn't be. You see, whatever you achieve in this life doesn't make sense if you are going to submit to death someday, right? So the only way you can escape from that thought is to associate yourself to a better history, a better lineage. You don't want to be dying off like a normal somebody, like an ordinary person. No. You're here to create history, right? We human beings don't have a living example, or has not been found by science so far, a living example to an immortal being That is one reason why we don't seek immortality. But there are a lot of yogis, siddhas, that are living in the mountains, but they don't come out of their world because they have nothing to prove to us. We are living in a world that is hidden behind a curtain. So we should break through that matrix. You understand? That's what breaking through a matrix is all about. So we need to come out and associate ourselves to a higher lineage, a higher history, a divine history, so that we actually start seeking immortality. That should be the only thing that a human being should be seeking in today's world. I don't understand why nobody's talking about it. Instead, they're busy creating a life that is only taking them towards death. That shouldn't be the way how it goes. So, whoever is interested to come with me on a quest to find immortality, or if you've got anything to talk about immortality, please feel free to drop your comments down in this video below, and I'll be happy to discuss with you about all the major secrets that I've been able to acquire along my journey and apply in my life, which is actually helping me reverse my age. And I'm probably feeling younger and more energetic than ever before. I can feel the youthfulness in my existence. From my very existence itself, I can tell you that I feel a lot younger and more energetic. And I'm pretty sure that someday I'm gonna find immortality, and I'm at the brink of discovering that. So this feels great, man. Come on, we should be talking about it. So I'm expecting that at least some of you will be interested to discuss about this topic. See you guys.